Hey guys, welcome to Car Question. My good friend at Auto Collection Desjardins here in Quebec told me that they got a brand new GT350 here in the showroom, and I wanted to share the beautiness of this car with you guys. Right now it's not the proper temperature here in Quebec City to go and ride this car, but it's only a teaser for what's gonna come this summer. So let me show you the Mustang GT350.
My name's Carroll Shelby, and performance is my business.
Let's have a look at the exterior of the Mustang GT350, the Shelby. Look at that. As soon as you look the front of the car, you can see that it's created to create less resistance possible in the wind, you know, to have the better track time possible. They're using aluminum for the hood, aluminum for the fender right here on the side. And look at that, you've got also the GT350 logo in front. And it's huge. You can see the line, the design that they made to the hood. You're gonna see that line, which is gonna continue right there on the top of the car to the rear. All parts are created to give the better aerodynamic possible when you're on the track. You know, you want to make time. You want to make time the better possible, and you want to win some race with that car. Mirrors are so small. Once again, the line that they're gonna cut through the wind without no problem. If you look at the front wheel, 19 inches wheel, you've got big brakes, 15.5 inches, and you've got a Michelin tire right there in the front. It's gonna be a 295 35 19. It's huge. And if you wonder how pressure is going to be applied to the brake, look at that, the Brembo caliper. Once again, huge parts, and wow, these brakes are going to get some abuse, that's for sure. If we go, yes, you've got the paper right there in the window because this car is brand new. Same thing for the rear. You've got even larger tires in the rear. So if you look at the size of those, 305 35 19. Be prepared to see these tires go right up into smoke. And once again, they made some major improvement to the braking force right there in the rear of the GT350. That's going to be a powerful machine to be stopped while you're abusing it on the track. The spoiler, once again, is going to create the maximum downforce possible, so that you're going to be able to hold on the road. If we go a little bit down there, it's race light inspired right there under, and you've got a quadruple exhaust system, and man, what a sound when you start that car. I just love also the GT350 logo that you can see right here in the back. And why not have a rear view camera if you want to make some maneuvers for tight parking space. right, let's talk about the interior right now of the Mustang GT350. As soon as you open those big wide doors, look at that. This is a cockpit. This is the cockpit of a jet fighter. Look at the Recaro seat with the GT350 logo brought in. You've got a nice quality of fabric. Shoulder, man, this is so incredible. I just love those seats right now. Manual adjustment, don't expect any electrical adjustment. We want to save weight on that vehicle because it's made to go on the track. If you look at the rear places, it's not going to be a car, you know, to bring your friends along, because while I'm in my regular driving position, you can see right now that there's not a lot of space, and I don't want to bring my friend in this car. Maybe a passenger, but that's going to be all. I don't want to be around riding with all those friends. I just want to do the best track time possible. Maybe one passenger to give him, you know, a little bit of feeling, but that's enough for me. For the rest inside, look at that. The logo remembers me of the old Mustang, the Cobra style. The steering wheel just look handsome, nice stitches once again. And as soon as you're gonna sit in the car, what a driving position that I have right now. I'm not even adjusted to the perfect fit, and I'm ready to go on the track and have so much fun. So you've got right there your plate of the GT350 with the chassis number, and you're gonna see that everything inside is driver oriented. So you've got your couch right there, you've got the technology package, which is quite simple, you know, not a big screen. We don't want that in a race car, we just want plain and simple. So you've got your start stop button engine down there, traction control, and you've got also your 6-speed manual transmission. That's gonna help you, you know, grow easily to the gear, because when you turn on the car, you're gonna see that engine red line revving at more than 8,000 RPM for a V8. It's incredible. So if you look also when I start the car, right, I think it's hard to see, but you're gonna have some display that you can see. You know, it's gonna tell you, you know, when to change your gear. So let's go quickly through the menu. Remember, guys, that this is a demo car. So you've got your gauge mode that you're gonna be able to see all your fuel ratio, axle oil temp, cylinder oil temp, and you can also go through the menu like that. Trip, it's gonna be pretty simple. Track app, this is my favorite. So you've got your line lock, you can lock the front wheels, you can use the launch control, you've got an exhaust mode, performance shift indicator, even with tone, with intensity, that you can have a shift light intensity also, that you can simply go up or put it down. And by the way, the battery is low right now, so that's why it's closing. If I go through the rest of the menu, driver assist, settings, this is complete, but it's track oriented right there on the downside, so I can change my mode. If I go to my drive mode, I'm gonna be able to switch it. And you've got the drag strip mode, and you've got also the suspension that you can adjust your damper into normal or into sports mode, and that's gonna be the same thing for your steering feel. And you've got also all indicator of those shifts inside. Complete car, well, this part is quite simple. You're gonna be able to dial with your phone. I would have removed that, you know, we're in a race car right now. Sorry about my French accent. AC, temperature control, traction control, and not a lot of space for storage, USB connectors, but I can live with that because this is a wonderful car. I smell race, and look at that engine. So we're gonna open that hood, and you're gonna see that strong V8 inside, all aluminum hood, and look at that. That is a beautiful piece of art. It's the most powerful engine, you know, without turbo or without blower, created by Ford. Wow, I'm in love right now. All right, let's talk about the engine that we're gonna find in that Mustang. This is a 5.2 liter V8 who's gonna be able to pump out 526 horsepower. That's incredible. With the torque, 429 pound-feet of torque. This is one of the most powerful car without any turbo, without any blower that you can have right now in a Mustang. That is incredible. So for the chassis and the suspension, you want a good chassis that's going to communicate to the driver, and you're going to also have a magnetic ride suspension, so magnet ride as they call it. So the system is going to monitor the suspension and going to adjust every time that you go on the track, every time that you go on it in the curve, so many times, so it will give you the better possible traction that you need and the better road handling that you need. So this is incredible. The braking force need to be awesome, you know, to brake this machine. So 15.5 inches in the front. Those are huge when you look at them. They're cross rail, and the pads are a good material, and when you look at the caliper, it's quite big once again. So in the rear, a little bit smaller, 14.8 inches. Once again, incredible size. As soon as you're gonna step on the brake, you're gonna see major power to stop this major machine from whatever speed that you're going right now. So once again, a tight system. Aerodynamics is quite important because you want to balance the downforce with the aerodynamic drag. So every part in the front is working with the parts in the rear to create the better aerodynamic possible and get the major out of the downforce. You know, you want, when you're going faster, there's a pressure pushing on the car, and you want to keep the maximum traction and road handling even at high speed. So it's incredible how the Shelby Gt350 right now is set apart from any tuner car that you have, because it's a production car with an inspired track addiction design, you know, to get the better out of any tracks that it will be on. And I love the car that are that way. Well, there you go, guys. Keep in mind that the Mustang Gt350 was conceived to go on the track. Usually with Mustang, it's the drag strip. But with this little baby, you know, the aerodynamics, the engineerings, the mechanics, it's track oriented. So why not go there to enjoy its full capability of the car? And why not choose sometimes a nice, you know, curvy road with a nice landscape, with a nice view to just enjoy a good driving of your Mustang Gt350. And by the way, if you think that your skills are not good enough, you know, to drive this car, to put it to its maximum potential, don't worry, because with Ford, they're gonna offer you a 1 day on the track. You can even bring your car or simply try a Gt350 there. It's in Utah, but hey, what a nice trip that you can have. Even if you're in Canada, why not do a nice road trip and go there to learn every facet of your car and enjoy it at the maximum level that you can. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little preview of the Mustang Gt350. Tell us what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe to Car Question, because it's not our last video. See ya.